Hello peeps! I am massively excited about the new Nintendo Switch 2 coming out this year, so I have put together a list of everything I want to see come to the Switch 2, and even some games I want to see as well. Before we get started, leave a comment below telling me something you would personally like to see come to the Switch 2, I'm interested to see what you guys want. First things first, I want to start with the home screen. To showcase these ideas, I have put together a concept idea for the home screen. Now, I have a few ideas for what I would like to see it look like. First, we have the game selections and their icons. These should be big and central to the screen, much like the Switch one. However, I want them to be bigger and almost have a transition animation between switching games. I think it would be also cool if whichever game is selected has like a little animated backdrop, for example, some kind of small animation on the game icon art. As for the system settings, gallery, controller / Joy-Con, and other icons, I would like to see them either along the bottom like the Switch one or even on the left side. I think preferably they would be better on the bottom as this would allow the game icons to be bigger. I would also like to see the user settings either with these other options or at the top left corner like the Switch one. Now for the more generic stuff, I think the battery icon as well as the current time and date should stay at the top of the screen. It's just nice to have them there. I've also added some icons for the possibility of having something like Miiverse and even a communication app. These I think would look nice at the top by the side of the user profile. I've also added a green headphone icon to indicate if you are in a group call or not. Now for features. There's a few features that I would like to see come to the Nintendo Switch 2. As previously mentioned, one of the biggest is some kind of community app like Miiverse. Miiverse was great. You got to share comments, handwritten notes, which some people use to share their drawings, accomplishments, and mini game related things. Being able to see things people were sharing was amazing, and you could even make friends on there as well. But like Miiverse, there should be some kind of code of conduct to keep everyone safe and secure online as well. This could also tie into the possible information of some kind of communication app coming to the Switch 2. Having this combined with the possible Miiverse type app would be incredible. Being able to use the new C button on the right Joy-Con to open this app suspending any game being played to check on voice groups etc. would be awesome. With the communication app, I would like the ability to add some sort of messaging system where you can send messages to your friends. Being able to share screenshots and small videos from the games that you play as well would be nice and would just help the Switch 2 have a better overall community. I think that this has been needed for a while as so many other platforms have this integrated already and would just make the Nintendo Switch 2 that much better. Proximity voice chat is another feature myself and many other people would like to see. This would just completely change how some games would work. Like imagine playing Mario Kart, you're in first place and you get hit by a red shell, and in the corner of your ear you just hear someone laughing as they drive past you. This would be hilarious and I would absolutely adore it if Nintendo added this feature. They could do this by using the communication app. One thing that does worry me about the possibility of voice chats is how would it work if the Switch is docked? I would say the time I spend playing my Switch in handheld and docked is split 50-50. Obviously, I have my current Switch docked when I'm streaming, so will this feature just not be available to use if I'm playing docked? Or will there be a way of using my PC's headphone and mic on the Switch using my capture card? This is a big concern for me as being able to use voice chat and proximity chat would be great for streaming and content creation. But I'm sure Nintendo have thought about this as I hope they have made this possible. Another feature I would like to see from the 3DS come to the Switch 2 is Street Pass. Being able to connect with people out and about and then opening your Switch and seeing that you walked past another Switch user would be fun. They could even add something like the Street Pass Plaza back and make some mini-games. Now for a few games I would like to see. I'm a huge fan of the Legend of Zelda franchise, and my favourite title in the series is Ocarina of Time. The last time I played it was back in 2011 on the 3DS. I'd absolutely love it if Nintendo have the game remade with modern graphics and released it onto the Switch 2, taking advantage of its new hardware. Speaking of the Legend of Zelda series, I think it's about time that we had Wind Waker come to the Switch. Another of my all-time favourite Zelda games. This could either be as a remaster or a remake, but I think it's about time that Nintendo released it for the Nintendo Switch 2. Another series I would like to see is the Super Smash Bros. Series. I think Nintendo bringing another addition to the Super Smash Bros. Series to the Nintendo Switch 2 would be highly likely. They can take advantage of the new system's hardware upgrades and the newly leaked Wi-Fi upgrade. One of the biggest complaints I had about Smash Bros. Ultimate was the online servers. They were very bad and I very rarely got to finish an online game due to either myself or my opponent disconnecting, or it being so laggy combos simply were impossible. Hopefully the new Wi-Fi upgrades will help with this. I would also like to see some characters who have never been seen in the game added to the series. Fire Emblem is another one of those series that just gets you hooked. My all-time favourite is Fire Emblem Awakening. I love that game and sunk many hours into it. I would love if they would make a game similar to it and release it onto the Switch too. Being able to fully customize your character and other options such as class, clothes, and even romance options. I played Fire Emblem Three Houses and Engage, but to me they just didn't feel as good as Awakening. That is all for today. Thank you for watching. As a quick reminder, I will be streaming the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct over on my Twitch channel on April the 2nd at 2 PM GMT. So hopefully I will see you over there. See you later.